people, my people. My name again is Marindum. Thank you very much for tuning into my channel. If you have not subscribed, do not forget to hit the subscription button. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my people. I'm very happy. I appreciate everyone for being my subscribers. If you have not yet subscribed, do not forget to be family to me. The Bible says, out of the word of their testimony, we overcome the kingdom of darkness. So if you're watching my channel, you have a child who have a disability, you don't have to look down on that child. If you have a spouse who have a disability, you don't have to look down on the person. We have to learn how to treat people with physically challenged problems. You have to learn how to treat them very well. Some people believe that because you're physically challenged, you're also mentally challenged. This is a correction I'm trying to make. I wish to be empowered to do a lot of changes, a lot of law. I know God will help me in the world, not only in America, not only in Africa. Because people with physically challenged, when you're physically challenged, people begin to think something is wrong with your brain. Because I remember even when I had my ordinary level, people with physically challenged as my experience. I used to go to this association in school for physically challenged. If you see the girls, I don't know why some people are in denials. People with physically challenged and recognized as second-class citizens. Life is not easy on their side. It's a reflex. People treat you low before they really realize themselves. So I'm not here to come. I'm talking my life story to encourage. Someone might be watching it and have a spouse who have a disability. You have a child with a disability and you try to discriminate that child from the other. Or you've given up on yourself. Or you're a person, you're having a physically challenge and you might not have only physically challenge, you have your own issue in life that people look down on you. But if you hold on Jesus, he's going to see you through. My childhood experience was not an easy one, I tell you true. Many things stopped me not from committing suicide as a child. Because when I was little, there used to be this preaching of a lot of salvation. Although we didn't really know, but they would come, evangelism was so much. And remember, they would bring like TV inside the market and we'll go watch it. Most of those movies were talking about, you show you about hellfire, that person died. So I knew about hellfire. Sometimes they would draw picture. There was this calendar when I was small. They draw the woman in the hellfire, all type acts, all type fire was burning the person. Mami Congo, one other one, if you remember, they put like lock in the woman's mouth because they see the woman was gossiping. So they show the woman in hellfire. So as a child, all those things, it frightened me. I know if I die, I'll go to hellfire. And then I know if I die, my mom was going to die immediately. And I didn't want her to die. Then I know if I died also, I was not going to, people in my condition would just stay and die also. So I pray God to give me a voice, even as a little baby. I will, for some reason, I will sit one hour and me. You know, I was meditating. I wasn't a Christian. I didn't know what I was doing, but I wasn't a born-again Christian. And it was so powerful. Every day, I remember as a little child, a little girl, I was that one that, when I went to school, I would fall because my limbs were very weak. I would fall and my classmates would be cheering behind. Bembe for Miss Angoya. Bembe for Miss Angoya. Miss Angoya was this a man with a disability. He was on a wheelchair and he used to make graters. Those are from my city in Moya. He was very good to see how he made graters. So those should be for Miss Angoya. Miss Angoya a woman. Miss Angoya a woman. Miss Angoya a woman. Bit I could follow. From every 10, how many minutes from here today? Pram. Class 2 primary school, I don't know what's wrong with me. Pram. My limbs were very weak. I would be crying, say, Miss Angoya a woman. Miss Angoya a woman. Bembe for Miss Angoya. But I don't know, I know it is God because the spirit I had was so strong. Even when I went at that tender age, my mom said, don't go to school no more. You go to school. I did not listen and I'll still keep on going. I keep on going and I keep pushing, I keep going. And then I remember that After that, braces. When they put braces in my leg, it did not, it helped a little bit. When I stopped putting on the other brace, they brought one other brace now that from my leg to my, almost around my waist, my hips, round my hips. This other brace now was very effective, and it stayed long with me. And then my childhood was that one that there used to be this woman in my city who had off license, and she was doing so good. She had a problem with her leg, and people used to compare me with her. That they told me that, I know as you're growing up, you just end up like her. You might have your own off license, and they believe that, it was known that I was that one that I was classified that if I ever have children, the man that will give me children will not be seen. It will just be someone who people don't want to be seen with me like men. They have to come and sleep with me in the night time, and you just see their stomach protruding. So people in my category were considered to just have men that come in the night and sleep them and run away. In the morning, you only see they are pregnant. Jehovah Jireh. Somebody even make a statement to me that we know if you grow up, just like people will just be chippy and telling you. These are stories that happen to me, things that are still happening to people even right now as I'm speaking, in some part of the world. And then I also remember the incident that I was in a dancing group. You know, you dance, like in primary school dancing competition. Me too, I used to love dancing. I'll be dancing. Jawani oh, Jawani oh. Hope I write back with song. Me too, I'm singing Jawani, Jawani, Jawani. I don't know Jawani, they call it, I don't know. I was just singing. We live in the southwest, that's Boya. That's Moya, that's the southwest back with people. My day in school, the woman that the teacher come and pull me out. I said, Madam, no, I want to be dancing, because it was a joke. He said, no, you're spoiling this line because you're going the other way. I felt so bad. My teacher did not want me to be there because she believed that I'm spoiling the group because of my disability. I was so hurt. I called my mother, said, let me align. No. Was I being singing? It was even singing, it was not dancing. No. You know, singing, you have to match a particular way. But I was matching my own way. She said, no. I felt so bad. My mother said, don't mind, just calm down yourself and that's what happened. And anyway, so when I gave my life to Christ now, I could dance in church, I could bend down for Jesus. And even after church, or women will come and ask me, like in Alabama, who taught you all this dancing? I like your dancing step. Can you teach me how to? So I became one of the best dancers now in church. Like I would dance now for Jesus because I want to fair dance for the world. I was not allowed. So when I came to God, I dance. Free mind, I dance. That's where you dance and nobody look at you, nobody judge you. I also have this experience that in class, because I was I want to do so. Also have the experience that when my neighbors, they used to go to the farm. Even my mom, I used to follow my neighbors because my mom, they don't want me to come to the farm. I sit out, I clean, I cook. That was my own job I had to do. So my neighbors, I will follow them to their farm. And then sometime when we are coming back, I'll fall, and my caliper now will disconnect. That caliper sometimes it disconnects, it's not more coming, it's not more adjusting. So they'll look for rope and tie. That's how I'll be walking. My people, my experience, my life. I'm that one that with a pretty face, but just sitting and was believed that any boy who come to me, they believe that I must accept them because I have to be privileged that they have come to my presence. Because I was known that nobody can come to me and ask me out and show the world that this is my girlfriend, this is my wife to be. They have to hide me in the dark, my people. So one time, one boy came and asked me out and I refused. He went and told his friends that it's a disgrace to him because a cripple refused him. So it means he has to go and pray because so I was known to not have any voice. I was known to accept anybody because I have a physically challenged problem. I'm telling you, I was all these troubles, but thank God I still pull on and I pull through. And thank God I isolated myself. I read a lot of books. I fell into watching I read books as a child. I read books. I don't even read book the way I read book when I was little. Like 14, 15, 12 to 15, I read books. Unbelievable. And I had speeds. Books of 350 pages. I could take like how many, like 5 hours, I'm done with it. And I can narrate the story to you. So I was very fast. So even when I did English in university, I used to read. I was fast in reading. I had a friend in reading partner that when I read, I come and narrate her the story. You know, she will pass and I'll feel. That's another story for another day. So we have different attacks, different things that happen to us. And my people, life itself has not been easy. But we thank God for everything, Sham. We bless the name of God that so far so good. I've been able to pick up myself. I thank God for everything. I cannot. So if you're watching me, you have a child, you have a daughter, you have someone who is suffering in life, who is trying to pull up themselves in life. My people, you can never give up on them. A mother that you have a child with any physical condition. I used to like to read stories of people that had challenges, then they succeeded. I read this story about late Benson Edauza. He had epilepsy. Epilepsy in my country, they call it fainting sick. In America, they call it seizure. That's a beautiful name for it. In my country, where I remember this classmate of mine that had epilepsy, and everybody was just looking at her. I remember even when we get older, she had a boyfriend, and everybody was saying, "Do you know she's dating that boy? Do you?" Everybody said, "How is that boy doing?" So epilepsy was a great stigma in my country also. Great stigma. So he had stigma of epilepsy, and he grew up and he went to school at 10 years old. But don't you see the way the Lord took him and used him in the world? So I don't know what stigma you're passing through, what challenges you have in life, what society have put you. Do not allow anyone to put you on. My people, hold on to Jesus. Today, thank you very much for turning to my channel. For this July, I come every day at 2. My people, thank you very much. My name again is Marindo. See you in my next video. I don't do 2 enough.